Good morning and welcome back to my channel. It's Richard from Power Lines to Power Naps. Sunday morning, quite early out on my walk. It's a little bit grey and overcast with a little bit of rain. But you know what? It's quite cooling. It's still very warm, so a little bit of rain never hurt anybody. My head's waterproof. Turn around and you can see the sea. I'll spin the camera for you. Sea's extremely rough this morning, but the surfers will be out later. It looks ideal for surfing, and I believe we have a surfing competition coming up in the next 10 days down here on Carron Beach. So they'll be happy, the surf. So my talk today, as the title says, a big mistake. A big mistake by me, a big mistake for me. What's it all about? I'll finish my walk, you watch the intro, I'll come back, I'll tell you all about it then. Hi, I'm Richard. Welcome to my channel. From Power Lines to Power Naps. This is my wife, Nui, and together we both left the UK in February 2022 to start and enjoy a new life and new adventures in Phuket, Thailand. Join us on our new journey together and experiences. Sit back and enjoy. And welcome back. I had a great walk. Still cloudy. Didn't have a lot of rain, it didn't amount to much. I apologise for the sound quality. Still not found my microphone. I've ordered some new ones. Still waiting delivery. Thailand. Here in a few days. It's a big mistake. What's that all about? Well, it's about foreigners like myself working in Thailand. Can you work in Thailand as a foreigner? Well, there are a few exceptions. If you're a wealthy businessman and you want to set up a limited company, invest a lot of money, jump through a million hoops, and even then you probably would need a Thai national to be a major shareholder. Certain jobs are advertised, school teachers, certain restaurateurs, and some job applications come with the employer being able to get the applicant a work permit that goes along with the job package. But for the normal guy like myself, on a marriage visa, or if you're on a retirement visa, or you're living here, holidaying here, can you work? The answer, sadly, is pretty much no, you can't. There's a saying here that basically you can't do any job that a Thai person can do. It's pretty much everything. They look after their own people to get their own people working, and they don't really want foreigners working at all. So for someone like me that's married to Nui, Nui's got Nui's kitchen going, a busy little place at times. As I said before, it's low season, so it's fairly quiet at the moment, but we still have our busy moments. For someone like myself that's always been busy doing something, it's very, very difficult for me not to try and help out. Wipe a table, move a dirty plate back into the kitchen. Strictly speaking, that is working, and that contravenes my visa. Excuse me, mosquito. Work permits can be obtained, and I think with in view of what I'm going to tell you in a minute, an experience that happened to me only 2 days ago, I think Nuya's going to apply for a work permit from me, from Nuya's Kitchen. Now even then, work permits can't be generic, they have to be specific job. Your job role has to be down, your job title and your duties. So you can't just put general assistant, general dog's body or handyman. It's got to be a specific title. And I suspect in my case it may only be limited to being able to possibly talk to customers and maybe to do some management work at home or on the laptop. I don't know. Maybe she'll register me as delivery boy. I don't know, but whatever I'm registered as, that is what I can only do. I'll give you an example. If someone was employed on a work permit in a factory here in Thailand, and they were employed, and on their work permit they were employed as a forklift driver, that is their job. That's all they can do. If the police inspect and they see that forklift driver with a work permit for such, if they see him sweeping the floor, bloody mosquito, go away. If they see him sweeping the floor, that contravenes his work permit, because on the work permit it says forklift driver, not sweeper upper. So it's very, very precise, very, very strictly controlled. Now, only a short video because I want to share this as a warning and possibly to help someone else that might fall into the same trap. So easy. When you're a doer, it's so bloody mosquito, so easy to fall into the trap of doing something you should not be doing. If you know someone that's had a similar experience, got any comments, put them down. I'd be happy to talk about them. And if this mosquito doesn't go in a min, damn thing. So, 2 days ago, this happened to me, and I want this to be a lesson to other people. It's certainly been a lesson to me. And just before I launch into it, for the last 16 months, it's been me that's been telling people, be careful, do not do this, or be careful what you're doing, you could end up in trouble. Me telling other people, advising them. It became real the other day. It became real. Big mistake. I'm not going to go into too much full detail for obvious reasons. I don't want to name names or identify particular locations, but I'll give you the story of my experience. Big mistake experience. Thursday, 2 days ago. Was it Friday? Could have been Friday actually. It was Friday. I was sitting in my coffee corner, doing what I normally do. Sit and think about talking to you guys, sitting on my coffee. It was fairly busy. Everyone was busy, all the staff was busy. And we had a little outstanding 1 course, 1 meal, takeaway, delivered order to go. I took the decision, wrongly, to take it. It was only around the corner. Nearly had it there. It was only around the corner. It was only 1 meal. It was only 100 baht. Just a little over £2. So I took this delivery in the little takeaway carrier bag with the invoice, 100 baht on top. I walked around the corner. I approached the property, and unknown to me, I was also being watched by 3 police officers. They approached me, they apprehended me, they questioned me, they told me, "You are working. You cannot." What could I say? I did say I was on my way to somewhere else and I just dropped this off on the way. Bullshit, they know. The invoice was there, the food was there, they saw me on the way to deliver it. They saw me walk in the premises and then apprehended me in there. Very serious, very scary. Something I don't want to ever repeat. Now, what are the penalties? What are the penalties for such a misdemeanor? You can say it's a small misdemeanor. The misdemeanor could have been the fact that them same officers could have caught me wiping a table in Newey's kitchen or taking some dirty plates back to the kitchen. It's working, and that's all they look at. So the penalties, as far as I'm aware, there's only really one penalty that you pay for such a crime. It's a very serious penalty. Do you know what it is? Instant deportation. Back to your own country with a minimum of a 3-year ban. Was I shaking? Initially it was very aggressive, very serious. They demanded to see my passport, which I hadn't got it on me. I said I was willing to go home, collect it and come and bring it to them. They said, "You're going nowhere. We've caught you delivering food." I had to ring Newey. I had to get her to come home, pick my passport up and come and bring it down to us. They took my passport, they kept it, they photographed it, they photographed me with the passport and with the food and with the invoice. At this stage, for me, it wasn't looking good. Big mistake. After a little while, I was probably there for an hour, the mood changed slightly. It lightened slightly. And I'm sure it's scare tactics, without a doubt. But I hope, there's no guarantee yet, but I hope it did turn into a severe warning. And it was a warning, and the guy actually said, "If I catch you again, I will have you in handcuffs." That's how serious it can be. Working, even doing a simple task out here, you cannot do it. Cannot do it. Big mistake. Well, the mood changed, the mood lightened a little. Thankfully, and as far as I'm aware, I've heard nothing since. I think I take it as a big warning, and just be careful. Of course, I'm sure they will be watching me from now on, so I cannot do these things. So for anybody that's thinking of coming out to live here or do a bit of casual work, think again. You cannot do casual work. You cannot do a job that a Thai person can do, however small that job may seem. I was talking to one of my friends on the phone last night, and he's got connections, long-term connections in Thailand, and he was telling me that some years ago a guy was actually, I don't think he was deported, again I think he got the warning. These warnings are not guaranteed, it can be instant airport, but this guy was actually cautioned and warned for mowing his own lawn, cutting his own grass. What? I hear you scream. But he's in his own property, in his own garden, mowing his own lawn. he has no work permit. Strictly speaking, on paper, that is a job a Thai person can do and contravenes visa limitations. I think that's a rarity, and I think that will be splitting hairs, but when you look at it like that, you shouldn't wash your own car, you shouldn't clean your own windows, you shouldn't mow your own lawn. Who's going to see you at home? Certainly in many rural areas, but on paper that does go as far as that. So hopefully I've been lucky. So hopefully by telling this story I may help someone else who's falls into these little traps. And I'm not going to mention any names, but I see people similar to me in a similar situation, Westerner, foreigner, married to a Thai person with a restaurant or coffee shop, and I see them regularly actually mopping the floor, cleaning tables, taking food orders, making smoothies. Extremely dangerous. Someone sees you, you could be sent home instantly. So anyway, that's what it was about. Big mistake. My mistake. So hey, we share the good with the bad here, from power lines to power naps. Hope you enjoyed it. Please make a comment if you know anyone, like I say, that's encountered similar situation or knows anyone, or any questions that you want to ask. Put it in the comments box, let's discuss it. Big thank you for all these subscribers, new subscribers. We're getting up close to that 200 now. That's my next goal, get to 200. You can do it, guys, for me, and then the next goal will be 500, and then the magic first 1,000. I know that'll take some time, but I want to start filming again, and basically that's about all I can do. It's a hobby, not work. So if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, make it real for me, make it happen. Share, like, leave me comments. Thank you for watching. Catch you very soon, tomorrow or the next day, on another one, on a happier note, I'm sure. Thanks, take care, bye for now.